Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is nutrition for nurses, and today we are going to discuss about a factor influencing on our food habit, food preparation. Definitely, we all prepare delicious food at a home and we eat morning breakfast, lunch and dinner. Now all these three meals we are preparing a variety of food items. Now there are different factors which influence our food habit or food preparation practices. The factors are life cycle or age, gender, knowledge, education status, socio-economic status, culture and tradition, your personal beliefs, your religion beliefs, food production and local availability of food, education, a literacy level of individual who lives in that particular area, and climate and environment. Now these all are the important factor which influence on our food habits. Age, your life cycle. See, our age is really matters based on our food habit. Infancy, toddler, childhood, adult, adolescence, and late adult, middle, late adulthood, as well as geriatric age. Now, each age group people prefer different kind of food. When the baby is very small, we are giving a liquid diet. As a grown up, we will give a semi-solid. Then, when they're in adolescent age, they are preferring a hard kind of food. Now, if you see the old age people, again they prefer a solid. Oh no, they're not able to eat solid. They are preferring a soft food items. Now, a small children want colorful of items on their plates, and aged people they want only limited food items which is very soft, is easy to chew. But in middle age, that young adults, adolescents, they are more conscious about their health, and based on their health status, any disease condition whatever they have, based on that they are preparing and choosing their food. So this factor now influence how you make a choice of your food. Then gender. Definitely, males prefer kind of food which provide much more energy to them, because generally we believe that males do much of the physical works compared to the women's. So women's, they don't require a much energy production producing food, because they don't do that much of physical work when you compare to the male. So definitely, no, based on their gender, they prefer their food item. Then education status. If you are educated, then you prefer the highly nutritional value content food. You will avoid the junk foods. You don't prefer. You will eat. You may eat, but you may not prefer that. But when you are educated, you check the required nutritional status which present in that particular food. You prefer seasonal food. You try to include all kind of food item in your menu what you're preparing. So you are trying to prepare the balanced diet, because you are having a knowledge on education and you are having a knowledge on nutritional and nutrition status. Then culture and traditional. So based on a culture what we are practicing, we are preparing food based on that. Now we can see Hindus, they don't prefer to eat a beef, and Muslims, they may not prefer to eat some pork, or depending, even pure Brahmins, they are eating a pure vegetarian diet. See, this is mainly because of their because of their culture and tradition and what their practices. Even in a celebration festivals, most of the Hindus, they are preferring vegetarian food on that. In a gathering, get together, some other religion people, they prefer a kind of non-vegetarian. Some people prefer sweet in their diet. If you go and see that north side, some Andhra, I don't know exactly how, maybe in like North Hindi people, they are preferring most sweet in their diet. So some are like Tamil. If you go to that south area, they are preferring kind of spicy in their diet. See, a different kind of food habit will change based on your culture and custom tradition what you are practicing. Then socio-economic factor, that also influence your diet. Definitely, if you are economically stable, you are having money, definitely you are able to afford to buy all kind of food items. So you don't check for the money, you just buy it whenever it is available. It may be very costly item, you are able to afford for that. But in case if you are very poor and there are many members in your family, you are finding difficulty to meet everybody's nutritional need, so that you think and spend the money. So definitely, now this money matter really interferes your nutritional status, nutritional values. Then Oh, okay. Personal preference. Now, based on that, what I like, I am choosing food on that. Now, if you ask me, I prefer to eat some kind of sweets. So, I prefer to buy such kind of food because after having food, I really feel to eat something which is bit of sweet, so that I feel it is complete. So, based on individual like and dislikes, we are purchasing the food or else we are preparing the food. Now young adult, they may be very conscious about their health, or else they don't want to be obese, or they're having some heart disease, GI system problem, then they're preferring a food based on that. Some may select high fiber diet, some want only roti, some want chapati, and some may prefer some kind of ready instant food. See, it's based on your personal like and dislike. Some may like a pure vegetarian food, some want egg, some want meat, mutton, fish in their diet. See, it's purely based on their like and dislike. No, personal preference also matters in case of your food preparation. Then a climate where you are. See, if we see the south region, people are preferring what is that, rice. Like based on the climate, what do we prepare here? Idli, dosa, sambar, like that. If you see the north side, that area is suitable to grow the wheat, and people are more prefer to have roti, sabji, chapati, such kind of diet. So your diet is changed based on the region or based on the climate where you're living. Definitely a religion that also brings certain influence on the diet pattern. Based on the religion, we are preparing some kind of food items. Some are eating beef is not accepted in some religion, eating pork is not accepted in some religion, and some they do not eat garlic and onion. See, this is again based on your religion. Then also some of your belief on food, that influence of preparation of your food. Like if you see a pregnant ladies, or in case of pregnancy, they don't eat papaya. Okay, they feel that, they think that if you eat papaya, you are going to lose your conceive, like it is going to lead to abortion. So actually it's not. Papaya is rich heritage food which will really provide all the vitamin nutrient, but we are not eating. The food belief. People believe that after delivery you must eat much of ghee, so that you are able to get more energy and strength. See, again it's a false belief. See, but still people are practicing that. You eat some spicy so that your body will get hot. See, these all are the belief what we are having. Based on that, we are preparing a food item. Then the factor called production of food, that also influence. Always we need to try to buy some food which is locally available, which is available in a region, which is grown in a region, so that it will be little cheap as well as it will be little fresh, and it is not mixed with any kind of chemical or fortification is not done. Any substitute like any chemical substance added to that is not there, is not done in that. So we need to try to get such food which is really easily available in a market. For example, if we want apple cost very, apple is very expensive, 200 rupees per kg. The meantime, if you go and buy any jackfruit or mango, it is easily available in a local market as well as in like local houses, so you can get it without paying any money. If your neighbor house has got some mangoes, yeah, jackfruit, easily we are able to go and get that. It doesn't mean that we need to eat only an apple. See, this is what called local production of food, and you must have that idea, and you must consume such kind of food items. Now, these all are the factors which influence your food habit, food preparation, or food choices. I would like to list the points: age, life cycle, gender, culture and tradition, religion, your food belief, food ideas, whatever you have regarding the food item, that influence, that will bring a changes in your diet pattern. Education status, if you are having economically stable social economic status, that will interfere. Climate and environment where we are growing the food, and personal preference of an individual, personal preference, your like and dislikes, that bring a matters, and food production and distribution where the food is available. These all are the factors which going to influence your food habit, food choices, or food preparation. I hope you understood. You can expect one 5 marks question on that, and now definitely you can write the answer. Keep watching. I'll meet you in the next class with a new concept. Thank you all.